Every war, every victory, every defeat begins here. Before the sword is drawn, before the first move is made, the battle is already raging. Not on a field, not in a boardroom, but in the silent, private theater of your own mind. This is your inner dialogue, the unseen narrator of your life. Is it your most loyal strategist or a traitor sabotaging you from within? For the next hour, you will not just listen, you will engage. You will audit the voice in your head. This is not about positive thinking. This is about truthful thinking. This is about stripping away the lies, the hysteria, the cowardice, and forging an inner dialogue of ironclad logic, unwavering command, and brutal clarity. You have been at war with yourself long enough. It is time to master the narrative. It is time to become the author of your own destiny. Welcome to Mental Spartan. Today, we conquer from the inside out.
Act 1. The Architecture of the Inner Citadel. 1. The Unseen Enemy. Look at your life, the goals unmet, the opportunities hesitated on, the peace disrupted by anxiety. What stands between you and the person you are capable of being? In almost every case, it is not the world, it is the interpretation, the story you tell yourself about the world. This is too hard. I might fail. They won't like me. I don't have what it takes. This is the chatter, the default soundtrack. We will not mute it, we will command it. Consider this. From the moment you wake to the moment you sleep, you are in a constant, silent meeting with your own mind. And for most people, that meeting is run by the most neurotic, fearful, and reactionary committee member you have. It hijacks the podium. It speaks with the loudest, most urgent voice. It presents opinion as fact, fear as prophecy, and a single event as the entire story of your life. This is the tyranny we live under. And the first step to liberation is to recognize you are in a room with a tyrant. 2. The Stoic Blueprint, Logos versus Pathos. The ancient Stoics, our mental architects, understood this 2,000 years ago. They called it the daimon, your guiding reason, but they saw it was constantly besieged by the path, the passions, the storms of emotion. Your inner dialogue is the ground where this war is fought. Is it governed by logos, reason, logic, objective truth? Or is it hijacked by pathos, unchecked emotion, distorted perception, raw fear? Marcus Aurelius, the emperor on the front lines of the Germanic wars, didn't write his meditations for publication. He wrote them as drills, as reminders to himself, to fortify his inner dialogue against the chaos of command, the stench of the camp, the pressure of empire. He was constantly separating the thing itself from the story he told about the thing. That is your primary mission. Mastery begins with this simple, brutal audit. Whose voice is speaking? The philosopher king or the frightened child? The centurion or the coward? Every moment of internal conflict is this same ancient battle. 3. The 3 poisons of weak dialogue. Identify the enemy's weapons. We must label them to disarm them. First, catastrophizing, the what-if spiral. A single event becomes a total collapse. I made a mistake becomes I am a failure, my career is over, I will end up alone and destitute. This poison projects a single data point into a catastrophic future narrative. It's a failure of imagination, but in reverse, imagining only the worst possible outcome as inevitable. Second, personalization. The universe is not targeting you. That person's bad mood, that delayed flight, that rejected proposal, they are not cosmic judgments on your worth. Taking everything personally is a subtle, corrosive form of arrogance. It is believing you are so significant that every gust of wind, every ripple in the water was created for you. It makes you the fragile, bruised center of a world you cannot control. Third, permanentizing. This always happens to me. I will never be good at this. Things will always be this way. You are confusing a moment with eternity, a chapter with the entire book. This poison removes all sense of time, flux, and possibility. It fossilizes a temporary state into a permanent prison. These three poisons work in concert. They corrupt your inner dialogue from a tool of navigation into a weapon of self-destruction. Your first task is to become a toxicologist of your own mind. Write these poisons down. Hunt them today. For the next hour, simply listen and categorize. That was catastrophizing. That was personalization.
Act 2. Forging the Spartan Internal Dialogue. 4. The discipline of perception, from narrative to fact. Here is your first forge work, your first drill. You must learn to strip the story down to the bare, unbendable facts. Your inner dialogue screams, "This presentation is a disaster. I'm going to panic and humiliate myself in front of everyone. My career here is finished." Stop. Halt the legion. What are the facts? The presentation is in 1 hour. I am feeling nervous. There are 3 slides I am less confident about. The audience includes my boss and 2 senior managers. See the monumental difference? The first is a hurricane of emotion. It is all judgment, prediction, and fantasy. The second is a map. It is a clear, objective assessment of the battlefield. No panic, just topography. This is the Stoic discipline of perception. Epictetus, born a slave, said it plainly. It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. You do not control the external event. You control the judgment you place upon it. And your judgment is expressed through your inner dialogue. Change the judgment, and you change the dialogue. Change the dialogue, and you change your entire reality. The event remains, but your relationship to it transforms from one of victimhood to one of agency. 5. The Socratic Interrogation. When the voice of doubt screams, the weak man obeys. The coward runs. The Spartan stands his ground and interrogates it. You must become a Socratic philosopher in your own mind. Do not accept the first report from the front. Question it. Your dialogue says, "I can't handle this pressure." You interrogate. Is that true? Can I absolutely know I can't handle it? Have I handled difficult things before? What does handle even mean? Does it mean I enjoy it or that I will get through it? Your dialogue says, "They think I'm a fraud." You interrogate. Can I know what they think? Is my worth determined by their hypothetical opinion? What evidence do I have? And if they do think that, is that a fact about me or a story they have? This is not positive thinking. This is precise thinking. You are not your thoughts. You are the interrogator of your thoughts. This space, this moment of questioning between the stimulus and your reaction, this is where your freedom is forged. This is the gap where you insert your sovereignty. 6. The Inner General, issuing commands, not entertaining pleas. Your mind is a legion. It requires clear, unambiguous orders from its general. Weak inner dialogue is a chaotic war council of complaints, fears, and pleas for mercy. Spartan dialogue is the clear, calm command issued from the command tent. Translate every plea into an order. Replace "I'm so overwhelmed by this project" with "the first deployable action is to outline the 3 main phases." Replace "this unfair criticism destroyed my motivation" with "the mission is to extract one useful piece of feedback and discard the emotional packaging." Replace "I don't have the energy to train" with "the order is to put on the gear and move for the first 5 minutes, report back." Your dialogue must move from passive emotional commentary to active tactical command. You are not a poet narrating a tragedy. You are a general issuing orders for a campaign.
The tone shifts from "Why is this happening to me?" to "What is the next move?" This shift in language is a shift in identity. You become, in your own mind, the one who commands.
Act 3. Advanced Drills for Mental Dominance. 7. Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of adversity. This is not pessimism. This is strategic inoculation. The anxious mind fears the vague, the unknown monster in the fog. So we shine the light. We define the monster. We study its anatomy. Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. Spend deliberate, calm time each day running scenarios. Let your inner dialogue engage them with strategy, not panic. What if I lose my main client? Then plan. I would have X months of runway. My outreach list has 20 potential replacements. My skills are transferable to Y industry. What if I get injured and cannot train? I would focus on nutrition, mobility, and mental strategy. I would study the game from a new angle. By doing this, you rob future adversity of its element of shock. When, not if, something goes wrong, your inner dialogue does not shatter. It simply says, "Ah, this scenario. I have rehearsed for this. I know my first move." You have turned fear into a familiar drill. You have turned anxiety into preparedness. 8. Amor Fati, the love of fate, says something revolutionary. This is for me. This is not an obstacle to my path. It is part of the path. What can this teach me? Where does this force me to grow, to adapt, to become stronger in a way I never would have chosen? Your dialogue learns to not just accept, but to embrace the grind, the resistance, the setback. It is the blacksmith's hammer. It is the whetstone. The obstacle is the way. Make that not just a mantra, but the foundational sentence of your inner narrative. Your dialogue must learn to love the tension, for it is the only thing that forges true, unbreakable strength. 9. The evening audit, the scroll of the mind. The battle is won or lost in the review. Every night, before sleep, in the quiet of your quarters, you must conduct the evening audit. This is non-negotiable. Take the scroll of your day, not with self-flagellation, that is just more toxic dialogue, but with the calm, detached eye of a strategist reviewing the day's maneuvers. Review your inner dialogue. Where did you lose command? At 10 a.m. when the email came, I catastrophized for 15 minutes. Where did the poisons creep in? I personalized my colleague's short response. And crucially, where did you succeed? When the news broke, I used the Socratic interrogation and moved to facts within 2 minutes. I turned a plea for comfort into an order to work for 25 more minutes. Write this down. This is not a diary of feelings. This is the after-action report of your mental campaign. It is how a professional improves. Without this audit, you repeat the same mental mistakes day after day, a slave to unseen patterns. With it, you evolve. You upgrade your internal software. You see your progress in ink, and that proof fuels the next day's discipline. Act 4. The Eternal Campaign. 10. The Unbreakable Inner Citadel. Imagine it. Construct it in your mind's eye, a fortress within you. Its walls are not made of stone, but of disciplined thought and examined judgment. Its gate is guarded by your Socratic interrogator, who challenges every unverified report. Its deep wells are filled with the clear water of factual perception. From its highest tower flies the black and silver banner of Amor Fati. This citadel cannot be breached by external events, a market crash, a personal betrayal, a failure, a loss. They rage outside the walls like a storm. They are loud, they are frightening. But inside the citadel, in the quiet center, your dialogue remains clear. This is an external. I control my judgment. I choose my response. This is part of the terrain of my life, and I will navigate it. This citadel is your ultimate creation. It is where you retreat, not to hide, but to command. Your new dialogue, your new life. When you master your inner dialogue, a profound and permanent shift occurs. You stop being a reactive creature blown by the winds of external events and internal hurricanes of emotion. You become a proactive force, a causal agent in your own life. Your confidence is no longer the fragile kind, based on everything going right. It becomes the unshakable kind, based on knowing you can dialogue rightly with anything that goes wrong. Your peace is no longer dependent on a peaceful world, a futile hope, but on a mind that has made peace with the world as it is, through the clarity of its own narrative. You begin to hear the weak dialogue in others, the catastrophizing, the complaining, the helplessness, and you will know it for what it is, the sound of a person who has not yet entered their own mind as its master. You will have compassion for them, but you will also have a fierce determination to never again be ruled by that sound yourself.
The ongoing drill. This is not a one-time lesson. This is the foundational drill of a lifetime. Every moment of friction, every spike of anxiety, every instance of doubt is not a sign you are failing. It is your training ground appearing. It is the forge presenting you with raw material. So, your standing orders are this. For the next 24 hours and every day thereafter, be an anthropologist of your own mind. Listen to the chatter, but do not just listen. Categorize, catastrophizing, personalization, and then command. Replace it with a fact. Replace it with a Socratic question. Replace it with a direct, tactical order to yourself. The world, the media, your past, your fears, they will all try to write your story for you. They will feed you narratives of limitation, of victimhood, of permanent inadequacy. Your single most important duty as a human being, as a mental Spartan, is to pick up the pen yourself, to seize authorship, to write with the steady hand of your own reasoned will a story of strength, of agency, of relentless forward motion despite the storm. You are not and never were a prisoner of the voice in your head. You are its author, its general, its master. The quality of your life will be the direct reflection of the quality of your inner dialogue. Now, go, forge the dialogue, build the citadel, and conquer yourself. This is Mental Spartan. Train your mind. The campaign continues.